Thank you, people, for joining. With that said, today's topic is going to be down low brothers. Why do they do this to women or themselves? And basically, we just watching a few videos and then giving our insight on them. Then we're also going to watch some videos on the signs of a down low brother. And with that said, I'm going to get the first video to playing and rolling. And y'all just let me know what y'all think. Comment, like, share, subscribe, man.
So, let me tell you about how I knew my husband was gay. Just going to get this out the way. When we was in high school, my husband only hung around gay people. I didn't think much of it because I just thought he was accepting of gays. I have gay friends, you have gay friends. I don't love them any less than I love my straight friends. But he hung around like all of his friends were gay. The men were gay or bisexual. The women were gay or bisexual. There was no one straight. One of his best friends was supposedly straight, but that's still questionable. Um, I didn't sweat it. I accepted him and all his friends. Um, he ended up graduating from high school, and then I saw him as being more masculine. So I didn't think much of it. I just thought maybe his friends was gay. He wasn't. Um, we started dating. We ended up getting married, and the day of our wedding was the first time that he and I had sex. And when he was trying to get it, his friend, one of his best friends from the military, was in the room next door. And he was cheating on his wife at the time. And the mistress was the one that came to the wedding. This man was trying to sleep with me with these two people in the room, and we hadn't had sex ever before. So in my head, I'm like, this is gonna be loud and crazy. Like, let me not do this, because I don't want everybody in our business. I don't want to be known for that. But anyway, they were there. And I'm thinking maybe he only wanted to have sex with me at that time just to prove himself or make himself seem more manly or more of a man, I guess. Like I don't understand why, but that's what I got from that. When I moved to North Carolina, my ex had a laptop that he broke on a deployment, and he ended up getting a new one. So I thought when he came home, I was doing online classes. I'm looking for a laptop to do my class because my laptop grew feet and walked out of the apartment some kind of way. Um, he ended up he wouldn't let me use his laptop. Every time I asked, he always had an excuse. I moved it so I couldn't use it. One day, I ended up getting a laptop and I go in it, right? I'm like doing my assignment, and some just told me to go through it because he had been so secretive about the laptop. I go through the laptop and I see that my husband had a folder full of naked pictures of his friend. We're gonna call him BR. BR had pictures in there of him with a bra on. He had pictures of him with a wig on. He had pictures of him holding a penis. I don't know, was it his penis? It wasn't my husband's penis, but he was holding a penis. Lipstick, lashes, like all type of weird, inappropriate pictures. This man, from what I thought this man was married with a child. Come to find out, he was engaged, and the child that they had was actually the woman's from a previous relationship, and he had taken in a child. Shortly after all these pictures, I found out about these pictures. They ended up splitting up. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with that, but they ain't none of my business. Um, he ended up. I called him and I asked him what was the pictures in his phone for. He couldn't explain. He had like he didn't know what I was talking about. Ain't no pictures in there. Where you get that from? Blah 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 blah. I deleted all the pictures in the laptop because I just didn't know what else to do. It's just like I think in my head I was like trying to um make myself believe that this dude was straight. So it's like if I seen something that was questionable, I would delete it or get rid of it and just try to start over or forget that it ever happened. So I deleted the pictures. About a month later, I found an invitation in my sofa of a wedding that my husband thought he was going to by himself.
So, as you heard, she went through something, phone, a laptop, whatever. She found pictures or seen something, but she chose to keep going with it. who is the blame at this? Is it the down low person? Is it her or is it both of them? Because if you seen the sign, why did you ignore the sign? I mean, I understand you still want to have faith and keep it going or whatever. But this is like with a snake kissing. You want to grab that snake? He's showing you he's a snake. You feel me? Like I don't understand. So I don't know. But we're gonna let the video play and just talk about it, man.
I called my job, told them I wasn't coming in. I went and got a dress, got some shoes, but I got dressed to go to this wedding because I'm pretty sure if you going by yourself, in my head, I thought he was gonna be there with another dude. He was gonna take one of his boyfriends. So I got dressed, but I was cute with some high heels on. We the day of the wedding come, my husband, he had stopped taking baths. Like he was taking baths maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. And then other than that, he'll say I took a wash up, but he wouldn't like submerge himself in water, whether that be a bath or a shower, at least not with me. Maybe he took it at work, but he showed and taking it home with me. So I made a tub of water one day, made him a bath, put some rose petals in it, put some bubbles in it, lit some candles, made it real cute and romantic. And he went in the bathroom and unplugged the stopper and said that he didn't want to take a bath. He would much rather take a shower, which was fine with me. But I mean, knowing that I did all this hard work, I would think that you would get in the bath and just sit and relax, even if you had to get up afterwards and wash, with the shower. He didn't want to do that. He unplugged it. Okay, so the day of the wedding comes. I had my clothes laid out, everything. I don't know what he thought I was going to do because he didn't know I was going with him. He gets in the shower, he gets out, and he forgot something in the car. He had been on his phone the whole time. Within like a month of all this stuff happening, pretty much after that deployment, he had gotten to a point where every time he would get up, if he walked to the door from the sofa, or if he got up to do something with the TV or go in the bathroom, if he moved, he had to grab his phone and take his phone with him. So I noticed it every time it happened. And then I'm like, okay, it got to be something in the computer, something in the laptop, like something about him just withholding me from getting access to it just sparked something in my head. So I ended up going through the laptop, found the pictures of BR with the penises and the wigs and stuff like that. Go in the phone. When the day of the wedding, he left the phone on the dresser and forgot to hit that light on the side. I go through the phone and I found messages in his phone from an unsaved number, red flag, unsaved number. And he had been sent, he and the person who was on the other end of the phone were sending pictures back and forth, and both were male. They were sending pictures with their dicks, my dick, your dick, my dick, your dick. They was jacking off, and you could see the semen coming out of the penises and stuff. And
okay, hold on, that's enough. Look, say, man, did you hear this woman, man? This woman literally said she went through his phone, found dick pics, penis pics. Excuse my French. I'm on. You know what I'm saying? She found penis pics. They masturbating to each other. They masturbating, but yet you still stayed. You still stayed. Why? That's what I want to know. Why? And then, if that's not what you wanted, because it seems like now that's like you straddling the fence. You seen all this, but you don't want to believe it. It's in your face. Like, come on, man. What? This is crazy, man. Like, the evidence is there. You done seen it, but yet you don't want to believe it. Come on.
And my ex was saying to the other guy, like, oh, daddy, I can't wait to suck it. I can't wait to sit on it. I can't wait to hold it. I can't wait to taste it. I can't wait to feel it. Like all type of stuff that even I don't say. I put the number in my phone, called it, hung up just so I could save it. I heard my husband come back in. I put the phone down, like exit out, put the phone down. I didn't delete anything. I just put the phone down. My ex comes in the house and I'm mad. I'm livid. I finished getting dressed. We get in the car. We don't say nothing to nobody. He was mad at me because I'm with him. I'm mad at him because of what I saw on the phone. So I asked him, we was going to South Carolina. It was like a 2-hour, 3-hour drive from where we lived in North Carolina. I asked him if it was anything he needed to tell me. He said no. I said, have you been cheating on me? He said no. But this is just me asking just generally, so you could just come out and tell me without me accusing you of something that I know you're going to deny anyway. Even though I've already seen it, but you're going to deny it. So again, in my head, I'm thinking that I can change this man, or I could just make him be straight again or something. I don't know, was the motherfucker ever straight, but anyway, um, that's what happened. So we ended up going to the wedding. We get to the wedding. I called one of my gay friends and I was like, look, I'm about to three-way this call. I need you to listen. I three-way the call because my husband had made me mad inside the wedding. And a dude answers the phone. I asked him if he knew my ex. He said he knew somebody named, we'll call my ex JC. We'll call him JC. He said he knew a JC, but the JC he knew lived in Atlanta. The JC I know lived in Atlanta, but now he lives in North Carolina. My ex had a very unique name, so it's not a. I've never met. Well, actually, I met one person with my ex's name, honestly, ever. So I'm saying, the same person that I'm talking about has to be the one that you're referring to. Plus, I already know you know who you're talking to because I already seen the messages back and forth in your phone. So I texted him. I was like, we're not texting on the phone. I told him, I said, you've been messaging my husband, and I saw the messages that both of y'all sent each other, and I'm just trying to find out what's actually going on, So I don't know, like, at least give me the heads up or the respect to know if my ex is straight or not, because obviously you know more about him than I do, clearly. I didn't even have that many dick pictures. Penis pictures in my phone of him. Okay. So he denies everything. Then about 15 minutes into the conversation, he says,
So this is wild, man. This other man had way more penis pictures of her husband than she had in her phone. Man, it gotta stop, people, man. Like, come on, man. Like, bro, if that's what you want to do, tell that person, give that person a chance to roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? Don't be sitting there lying to them, and you like me, just tell her, hey, I like me, whatever the fuck. I mean, excuse my language, whatever it is, and then it's up to them to accept it. When you going behind their back and doing this, and they not knowing, and instead they messing around, you bring a disease, they bring it, and it's just going around in circles, man. And it's like, come on, bro, it's crazy.
He was texting somebody, but he was texting a female. I said, how do you know you was texting a female? He said, because I have pictures. He said, but I was texting a girl. I said, how do you know? He said, I met this girl off a tag, and she had an album cover list. So he told me the name of the tag page. I went and found it. The picture was what he described it as. But he was like, but you can't really see the girl face on that picture. I've been texting the girl with blonde hair. I'm like, with blonde hair. At that time, I had dyed my hair, right? And it was a blonde color. I said, what does girl look like? He started describing my tattoos, my piercings, my body, like my fingernail polish color, everything. So I'm like, you been texting that girl? He was like, yeah. I said, send me a picture of her because I'm just trying to figure out what she looked like. He sends me a picture of myself, and the
so the husband went on tag, put his wife picture up there, naked pictures or whatever pictures up there, nude pictures of his wife on tag for another man. The man respond, he sending the man penis pictures. They both start sending each other penis pictures. Man, that is crazy, man. Like, I don't understand that, man. That's super weird, man. Like, I don't. People is crazy. We won't let her finish.
Picture that he sent me was none of the pictures that he had described. So I knew they had more pictures of me than what I knew about. So come to find out, my ex had been texting a guy and was using my nude pictures to get pictures. Now, what confused me is the point of my husband sending, like, I don't know if the guy was bi. I don't know what was happening because the dude really did have pictures of me. But when in the text message on his phone, my ex was sending him pictures of himself. So you knew that you was texting the guy because you was responding back to his penis pictures too. So I don't know what was going on. I talked to one of my ex's friends and he told me that he and a bunch of other people my husband knew at the time thought that we were swingers. So they thought that I knew about what he was doing, and then they thought that I was okay with having multiple partners along with my husband, which was not the case. So that's really how I found out my ex was gay. We ended up moving to California. My husband got jumped at a club, and he had every excuse in the book for what happened and why it happened. But the guy who got arrested was a heavy set gay guy. So I don't know what happened with that. And I think I'll end the subject there. So that's how I found out my husband was gay. I ended up leaving him and I moved to Atlanta to finish school. And then he ended up filing for divorce because he ended up dating a female that looked it like a guy. And if you want to see the pictures, you can go to my Instagram page. It's MEKIA 504. So Mika 504. And if you scroll down, you will see a picture. I made a nice little collage for them, and I will never delete it. So that's what happened. Bye, guys.
So that is crazy, man. This man took his wife nude pictures and posted them on tag to talk to another dude. The dude knew the dude knew he was talking to a dude because they exchanged penis pictures. Man, that is so we god dog weird. Like then he get beat up at a gay club. Now they gonna say a gay club. He get up beat up by a big back gay dude, but he steady telling his girl that he got jumped. See, man, that's what some I can't even talk. That's the world is crazy, man. And you got these guys that's down low spreading this and doing this and that with the women. It causes trauma on the women for one. For two, what if another dude go mess with this woman? You know what I'm saying? And you done gave her some from playing butt games, and she don't even know she got it. But now she done gave it to this dude. He might have another part in it. He done gave it to this girl, and she done gave it to this dude. Just all because you want to be down low instead of just coming out and hoping that your partner accept that. Or I don't know, man. Because I ain't worried about it because I ain't neither one of them. It's just a topic, so I don't understand it. It's weird as hell to be like, I don't know, man. So with that said, we're gonna move on. And these are people that um, this lady here. I was gonna watch her. Let me see if I can find her. Her name is Faye. So we're gonna watch Miss Faye. Uh Miss Faye, she don't. These are like the signs. I guess she's saying these are the signs.
Check this out. I'm
And
going
then
to show
back
you
though,
how I afforded this car.
so
Okay, you ready? All right,
people in the comments in the
$118
chat,
for
I
car
want to know if
insurance.
y'all agree with
That's
what she's saying.
Okay. I mean, that's an ongoing hot topic, I'd say. So let's suppose that you suspect your man is on the DL. What do you do? What do you do? If you confront him, he's just going to deny it. You know, he's never going to admit it because if he were going to admit it, he would just go out and be gay. You see, the DL, he wants to hide. He wants to hide who he really is. You understand? Because he knows that he's doing something against his true self. You see? That's why he's on the DL. He doesn't want anybody to know, but he likes having sex with men. And most likely, he prefers men. So why is he with you? You just a cover. That's all. That's all. You probably are a beautiful woman because he likes a nice looking woman on his arm, you see, because that makes a better cover. It makes a better cover. So people don't suspect that he sleeps with men. Now, you know, this is a tricky thing, but women, you need to know these things. I'm telling you, because this shit is running rampant. I don't know, I'm having trouble getting this out today, but if you could see, I'm burning trash. I'm burning trash in my grill. That's what I do. I just burn it right in here and then, whatever. But I want to talk about this because this is serious. This is breaking people in two. In two. You put your love into this man, you take care of him. He doesn't, 9 times, he doesn't have a want in the world. You give him sex anytime he asks, anytime you even think about it. So it can't be that. Is that somewhere in his life, he's had sex with a man and he likes it. He actually likes it. And he doesn't want to give it up. You understand?
Well, you better give it up.
So,
God damn it.
what does he do? He doesn't want his people to know. He doesn't want his people to know. So he plays the role. His whole life is a lie. He plays the role. A lot of them, they even have big, huge weddings and, the whole 9 yards with, the engagement, the everything. A woman is so happy, when in the background, they are sleeping with other men. So you marry this dude, I'm gonna check on my file while we're talking. You marry him, you think that everything's cool. Everything's cool because in the beginning, you know, he can sleep with him. I mean, he can be with you. You don't have no problem with sexing you, although the sex may be a little weird. You understand? Because he's either a top or a bottom. Okay? He's either a top or a bottom. So if he's a top, he just likes the feeling of sticking it in the butt. If he's a top, that's what he likes.
Hold on.
That's a top. Now, if you with a top,
Oh, old school crazy, man. She say, if he a top. I don't even want to repeat that, man, but that is weird as hell, bro. Like, come out the closet, fam. If that's what you come out the closet. Shit. Why do that to people? That's the same thing with a woman. If a woman likes women, because I'm not just on the men shit. If a woman likes women, I think you should tell your partner, that you like women. Maybe your partner will bring a woman to the bed. Vice versa with the dude. Maybe your partner bring a dude to the bed for you. Who knows? I ain't down with all that. But two girls are more fun. So I'm down with that. But you know what I'm saying? So like, why hide it if that's what you want to do? You know, who's a no? And then this top and bottom, I'm confused. I don't know about no top and bottom. So I'm listening to her. It's hilarious. It's making me laugh. So don't take me laughing as being rude to the people because I'm learning as she talking and I'm listening. So it's crazy in itself, man. Like I don't know, man. I'm gonna let her go some more, but she just kind of blew my mind with that because everything I'm hearing is kind of fresh to me, and like I know. So here we go. Let her go.
He may show some signs, I think I've been with a top before because the sex is weird. It's not, you know, if you've been anywhere around and had sex with more than one person in your life, and I'm not encouraging you to do that. I'm not encouraging you to go out here and have sex with a lot of people so you know stuff. Don't do that. That's a very bad idea. But what I want to tell you is these men are playing a dangerous game, a very dangerous game with us women. You see? Now, the down low is usually in our culture, black, because we have such a stigma about, being gays. We've had gays in our community for since the beginning of time, I'm sure. You see, but you know, they just kind of stay with their own people, stay with their own people. But nowadays, with these down low men, they're bringing that shit home to us, and it's not fair. That's why women are catching HIV and all these other crazy diseases because men are out here dicking each other. And I know you think that's hard. You find that hard to believe, but believe me, it is happening and it is rapidly happening. It is rampantly happening all over. And with the young boys, you know, with the pants down, you know, hanging down. Forget the what they call it. But that's a signal. You see a young man with his pants down below his butt. It's a signal that he's down with the booty. It came from prison so that men in prison could tell who was who. You see? So if they was looking to be with a man, they look for one with his pants hanging down. You got it? You understand? So number one, if you with a man and he acting all, he might be a young man, might be still acting all thuggish, shit. Cause if he acting all thuggish, you should be doubly suspicious of his ass. You really should. Don't take it for granted that he's a manly, manly man. Don't take it for granted. You see? And these men that always going to the gym and working out and staying all day and all, you be leery of that too. Because a lot of these hookups happen at the gym. You don't know he's at the gym. You don't know he's over there with another man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You see? And these people are just going with these terrible urges, you see? And the spirit just makes them go way off. They're destroying their families, you know, destroying you. Because when you find out, you, you're going to be totally, totally heartbroken. Because a lot of times you think he's off cheating with a woman and he's off cheating with another man. And if he's got a good, if he's got a good buddy, especially if he's an older man and he's a married man and he got a pal, him and his pal do all these things together all the time. They, you better be suspicious of that. You better be suspicious of that.
So what she's saying is, if you're an older man and you hang with your you hang with your homeboy all the time, your woman needs to be suspicious because you could be you could be a damn little brother. Say, man, that is crazy, bro. Like, hey, y'all better quit hanging with them homeboys, man, all the time, man. Sit your ass down somewhere, man. Stay at the house with your lady, man, because then she gonna be thinking you on the DL. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm always going in with my homeboy. Yeah, man. Say, this is what she's saying, you know. So it ain't mine. It ain't me saying it. It's her, you know. So yeah, that's crazy.
These men are very slick and sly, and they're going out here doing all sorts of things. Now, I do know that in these fraternities, that they're asked to do certain things, to pledge and whatever. I don't know if they're introduced to the booty there or before then, or when they join these teams or whatever. But be careful. Watch your boys. You got little boys at home. You watch them. Don't just let them go off with these men. Like they have this thing called the Big Brother. And when I was raising my boys, I thought about getting them a big brother, but I just never, you know, made that happen. And now, with everything going on and coming out, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I didn't because sometimes, and I'm not going to say all the time, but sometimes these predators will take these voluntary jobs so that they can be around young boys so that they can molest them easy. You see? So be careful. And oh my goodness, let's talk about the church man. Okay. You know? Let's talk about the church man, especially in the black community. We all about the church. We all about that. All about the church. Then when you found out your pastor been dicking your choir director, how you feel about that? How you feel about that? Huh. The church, I'll tell you a little tip. The church is full pedophiles, liars, cheaters, adulterers, killers, all of that. All of that. The church is full of that because they come there to be redeemed in case you understand? In case they die before they get back, I guess. But yeah, they there to
Crazy.
be redeemed.
That is crazy.
So don't be fooled because a man goes to church and he got his Bible and all of that. Don't be fooled by that. It takes time to really get to know somebody. It really does. And if you're dating somebody, you know, and you might only see them on the weekends or whatever, but you need to be spending time to talk together. You need to see him in different situations, how he handles things, you see? And when you're with him privately, pay attention. Pay attention. Does he really like being with you? Really? Do you feel it in your gut that he really enjoys you? Or is he just going through the motions and making sure that he gets his? Because that's what most men do. They make sure they, that they are satisfied and they really don't care about you. And if your man has one best friend or a group of friends or whatever, watch their reaction when you two are together in their presence. Because I'm telling you, if he is dicking them or being dicked by them, they're gonna act.
Man, hold up. Old school is crazy, man. Say, I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about the situation, bro. It's like, so everything she's saying, I don't know. I mean, I'm listening and I'm trying to grasp it, whatever. You know, how do y'all feel about it, man? Comment in the comments. If you want to come up, I'll bring you up. But how do y'all feel about it, man? Because I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm stuck, confused as hell. So I mean, it's like she just dropped a. So you gotta pay attention to with your partner and how they act around their friends. So you saying basically how they interact, they can make them a down low brother. I don't know. I don't know. Like shit. I don't know. I'm gonna let up to this talk because I'm confused as hell, bro.
Kind of funny with him being with you. Okay, like a jealous woman would. Like a jealous woman would. You got to pay attention to these things because I'm telling you, these things can go over your head. You don't want to. You don't want to believe it. If you are really involved with somebody and you really care for them, and you find something out like this, you don't want to believe it. It's hurtful. It's embarrassing. You've introduced this dude to your family and friends, and everything's supposed to be good. And now you find out that he is sneaking behind your back and sleeping with men. And let me tell you, those guys, it's a very slimy world that they are living. It's like they're a double life, but it's a slimy, dirty double life. You think that they just go into the hotel or whatever. No, they go to bathrooms where it's dirty and nasty and stick their dicks to. It's
Hold on,
disgusting
gangster granny. You
what
can't you
these
can't keep
men
saying that
are
on here, man. You
doing.
could be banned.
And I guess to them, it's the excitement of it, the taboo of it, but it's hurting us women,
Yeah,
and we don't
yeah.
need to put up with it. Now, let me help you understand something. You can't stop a man from doing anything. He's going to do what he does anyway, regardless of whatever you do. So I know silly women to get out here and try to follow him and track him and fight off any woman that they think he might be interested in. Believe me, a man is going to do what he wants to do, and you cannot stop him. So you need to give that up and find someone who suits you. Apparently, he is not the one for you if you need to do that. I know when I was when I was younger, it was this fellow that I met in the supermarket. He seemed like a very nice guy, and he asked for my number, and I didn't see a problem with it, so I gave him my number. Okay, his girlfriend or his wife or whoever called me to tell me off about him. I didn't even know who who she was talking about first because I had only met the guy once and I couldn't even remember what his name was. But you see how silly that is? And she probably said nothing to him, where he is the problem, not me. Quit jumping on women because your man has gone over to talk to another woman. You can't beat off every woman in the world. That's ridiculous. And why would you want to? You're going to spend your whole life beating up women for this man? And 9 times out of 10, this man is going around and sleeping with another man. And you fighting other women because of him? Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. You understand? If you feel that you have to go through these changes for a man to keep this man in your life, you don't need him in your life. Let him go. Let him go. You want a man who truly loves you. And believe me, love takes time, and people are in such a hurry to say, I love you. I love you. I think men will use it just to get sex. You know, they'll say it once just to get sex, and you might not ever hear it again. Understand? But I'm not talking about every man. I'm talking about most that I've come in contact with. Okay. But the DL man is out here. He doesn't have a sign on his chest or anything that says that he is that. He's an ordinary, he you know, he can be ordinary, he can be an executive, he can be anybody, but he likes sleeping with men and he doesn't want anybody to know. So he will find him a very nice looking wife and sit her right over here, but somebody who really doesn't ask questions, somebody, you know, they kind of pick and choose who they're with. You know, they don't really want a lot of trouble or somebody outing them or anything like that. So they'll pick somebody who I'm going to say this, somebody who doesn't have self-love. I think that's what I'm going to say. Because
I had to pause this thing. You know, it's crazy.
And I can finally say I was with a down low ass nigga.
So after this. this, man.
Get right into this.
I'm gonna end
So
it.
I'm actually going to reapply this wig. I got this hair from the Main Mafia on Instagram. That's my girl. Her hair is top tier, let me tell you. And I made
Yeah, one sec. Marco, if you're gonna talk, you gotta come on the screen, say hello. If not, you gotta be quiet.
He been to the girl collection before, right?
Yeah.
At the door, and you do, and I missed his show.
This week on Could Have Been House.
So
What I'm here to do.
She got the keys to my version. Yeah. I'm here for you. Just tell me what you
and I would just be like, no, he's just different. We separated after like 20 because
I'm here for you. Just tell me what you like.
On this last video, I mean, the
I
line to come back to something different.
So I think I'm gonna do like a pony at the top, and then I think I'm gonna curl, have a pony at the top, and then curl. So I used to date this guy. I met him when I was 20. Yeah, I was 20 because we spent my 21st birthday together. So I met him when I was 20. We were together, all together for 7 years. So we were together for 7 years. We dated for 5. We were married for 2, but we separated after like the first. We separated after like the first 6 months or so. So in the midst of dating him, there were always like controversies. Like, so he dressed a certain kind of way, and my friends or like my family will always be like, is he like suspect? Is he suspect? And I would just be like, no, he's just different. Like he just likes to dress different. I don't really think he's like suspect. I mean, I hope not. So for a long time, my family like questioned his sexuality because he would dress like, kind of like Lil Uzi Vert. If you know who Lil Uzi Vert is, he dressed like that, and I just thought that like he I just thought if that was him being different. And like I don't judge people based off of how they dress. I mean, you dress how you want to dress. That's your business. And a part of me thought it was cute. My part. A part of me thought it was super cute. So like, I didn't care. So deep into our relationship, I just started noticing other things, like when we would go out dancing. When we would go out dancing, he would like he would start dancing on me. Like you know how women, they dance on a man, like grind on a man. Well, I would be doing that, and next thing I know, he would like switch roles. he would he would move in front of me and like start grinding his butt on me, and it was weird, but like I didn't really think anything of it, again, because like he would just do weird things, and like it didn't give me, girl, your man might be gay, girl. It didn't give me that. And then, so that was one thing. And then like he started wearing like these bandana skirts, and I would just be like, what is that? So he would wear these bandana long skirts, and he had them in like 3 different colors, and he would wear them over top of like his pants. And then he just started like hanging around guys more, and not like your typical guy, like that's your friend group. It was like suspect guys. There was this one guy that he used to always talk about, and he used to say like, oh, I think like he's suspect, I don't know if I should hang around him, and like told me like he was not going to hang around him no more. And like come to find out, they've been hanging around each other. So that was that. And then on top of that, I always have a thing with like men who put their hands on women. So not to switch the topic, but I've never seen this man fight a man. And so he used to always fight me. And that gave me another red flag. Like, I feel like if you are a masculine man, why are you fighting women? I never understood that. So a lot of things had me questioning over the years, like, am I sleeping with the wrong, is he sleeping with the wrong person? Because like I'm not a man. So is he with the wrong sex, or whatever the case may be. So fast forward, he started working at a retail spot. I'm not gonna say the retail spot, even though I want to. He started working at a retail spot, and there was this guy there, and like the guy, I was told that no one knew that the guy was gay. I was told that no one knew. So he used to like always come home and talk to me about this guy. And the way he talked about him was like as if like that was his boo or something. Mind you, he knew that the guy was gay. He knew because he told me. He was like, yeah, we got this new associate. His name is such and such. He real cool. And like, I'm the only person that really talked to him. And yeah, you know, I don't have nothing against gay people, which I know a lot of dudes that don't have anything against gay people. I love them. But he took it a little too far. He was like, yeah, I think he's cool. He want to hang out and all this other stuff. So before they started hanging out, they would always be texting. Like they would always text. And I mean like text and like hours of the night where y'all should not be texting. Like we would be in the bed and he would be texting him, and I would just be like, what y'all talking about? And he'd say like, oh, work. We just talking about work and craziness that go on at work. We ain't talking about nothing. I think he said like he had insomnia or something, so he couldn't sleep. So that's why he would always text him in the middle of the night. And I would just be like, but that's weird though. You don't think that's weird? And he's like, no, he cool. It's not weird. He cool. Child. A month or so later, after that incident, I stopped hearing about the dude. Like I stopped hearing about the dude altogether for like a month. And then out of nowhere, he's like, you remember such and such that I work with? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, he asked, could I link up with him tonight? He want to go to a lounge. I'm like, he want to go to a lounge, like as a group of y'all, or like just you and him. And so he was like, nah, it's gonna be a bunch of us from work. And I was like, but my guy, you work in Rockville and y'all going to a lounge in DC? Like majority of your coworkers don't even live in DC. So why would they be going to a lounge? Why would they come all the way to DC to go to a lounge? He was like, yeah, but we all want to just link up and have we all just want to link up and have coworker time, whatever the hell he said. Something like that. He left y'all. He ain't come back until like 4 something in the morning. And like I was just like, what is this? So that was one incident. The next incident, he was like, I'm going out to eat. I'm like, okay, with who? He's like, oh, you remember such and such from work? I'm like, you going out with him again? He like, yeah, it's gonna be me, him, and a couple coworkers. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Again, I'm really not trying to I'm not trying to define no one else's sexuality. So I'm just I'm just like going with the flow. So I ended up going out with my homegirls the same night that he said he was going to dinner with um with his coworkers and the guy. Yo, I was in downtown DC and I cannot make this up. I saw him. Now they weren't doing anything inappropriate, but it was just like you lied. I saw him and the dude walking in the Mastro's steakhouse. Just them two. Just them two. And I was just like, something not right. Something not right. So we ended up getting divorced. And we separated. When did we separate? We separated in 2019. Our divorce was final in January or February of 2020. And so our divorce was final in February 2020. Now this guy that he was always, messing around, whatever you want to call it, fraternizing, child, whatever. He used to always talk to him about like our problems, but I never was nosy to the point where like I went through his phone and looked through his messages because like I just
Yo. Alright, man. That shit crazy, man. Oh, girl. You gotta pause and let us talk because she is in her story. There was a lot of things that was brought up that she when you're not looking for something and shit going on behind your back that isn't in accordance to the relationship that someone is trying that you have with somebody, God always show you what's going on. And she probably deep a lot of stuff before shit had really hit the fan. But I'm sure she noticed a lot, but she just didn't. She wasn't seeing it. She wasn't allowing herself to believe what she was seeing, or she was missing it, completely oblivious. So sometimes God will put the situation in your face to where you can't do nothing but see what's moving. I guess when she finally seen what was going on, she went with her move like she was supposed to. That's crazy. I want to hear the rest of the story. I don't know what happened, but I do know where she at right now. It's after the fact she's trying to start putting stuff together. Yeah, she has to start putting things together to where she should have been. Yep. And a lot of times we tolerate certain behaviors because we end up getting too familiar and too comfortable with it. Or we're too don't want to move on from the situation. We're not stuck. It takes a lot to move on sometimes. That process, that divorce process you went through, it took a few months. It was nerve-breaking. So a lot of times we try to weigh the good with the bad, and go with the lesser of the two evils, and you end up finding yourself tolerating or overlooking a lot of character flaws that you should see for yourself. And that's when we find ourselves. That's when you start diluting who you are. And you could be with somebody for so long, and you be so wrapped up in what they got going on, you be forgot who you are. You don't even remember what you like no more because you've been catering to this person for so long. You just don't remember a lot of things about yourself that you should. Yeah. And this shit go on right under our nose. What happened, bro? He froze up. I'm still on. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. You don't hear me on the line? Yeah, 'cause I got the big screen, nigga. I got it. I don't know if it stopped or not. I just try to goddamn keep